made it! Finally made it!
Oh, finally! Speaking of making it.
Statistically speaking, in 2015, the average American household visited the store 1.5 times a week.
So what exactly does 2.2 times a week even mean?
To put that in perspective, the average consumer consumes 1 ton of food in 1 year.
So if just one consumer will eat 1 ton of food annually, that means Karina and I have the pleasure to eat equivalent of a small Nissan Altima. So the question is, how are they doing this? Are we actually really that hungry, or are we just consuming rocks themselves? No, it's not actually rocks that are weighing us down with all this food. It's that marketers are spending millions, hundreds of millions of dollars on strategically designing floor plans to draw you in, send you on a wild goose chase, and of course, the next thing you know it, well, I've lost Karina. Karina! Prior to renaming itself, agribusiness Monsanto's was actually a chemical company, and it made other products such as DDT and my most favorite, Agent Orange. So Monsanto's is really big into GMO. What a GMO is a genetically modified organism. In 1996, Monsanto's company had a hold of maybe 2% of soy. Today, Monsanto's holds about 90% of control on all soybean production in America.
90% sounds like a monopoly. Actually, Monsanto is a monopoly. They give you the illusion of options. They have over 47,000 products sold from different companies, most of all of them containing soy. About 75% of food contains GMOs.
Cellulose, saccharine, polydextrose, xanthan gum, maltodextrin are just a few of my favorites. And of course, not in this, but high fructose corn syrup. All of these are forms of refined corn. It's actually pretty disgusting how much corn is being produced here in America. 30% of our land is used for production of corn. And we actually have a surplus that scientists are trying to create uses for these surpluses of grain, like feeding fish. Think about it, feeding fish grain.
Cows produce milk when they're nursing or pregnant. So in order for cows to keep producing milk and for it to keep flowing, farmers artificially inseminate these cows over and over and over again on these things called rape racks.
Wait, what? Rape racks?
This leads to the dairy cow suffering from mastitis, an inflammation of the udders. And as we all know, when there's an infection, there's pus, and we can all put 2 and 2 together from there.
Reporting to you live from ground beef. So of this 1 ton that we're consuming,
62 pounds of which are beef.
and 46 pounds are pork. Unfortunately, only 3% of the beef produced in America has a strict all-grass diet. So what does the other 97% consist of?
And the other 97%, I'll tell you, antibiotics.
Antibiotics? Apparently there's 29 million pounds of antibiotics produced every single year. 20% are consumed by us, and 80% are consumed by, well, food. So all meats pretty much. Turkeys, beef, pork, chicken, and cows, and sometimes even fish. What am I kidding? Of course fish. They all include chemicals and heavy metals and antibiotics. And what are antibiotics exactly? Some typical antibiotics are going to be Tylenol, Benadryl, Prozac, sometimes even caffeine.
Do you want Tylenol or Benadryl? 8 out of 10 fish agree that they contain poisonous levels of mercury.
The best part is that there's chemicals in meat that are used in the same production as developing photos, making swimming pool chemicals, and the best, bleaching wood pulp. After having all this negativity in other food production, there's only one place where you can really find some positivity, and you can't really go wrong. Vegetables.
Vegetables have an excellent source of fiber. Contrary to popular belief, a stem of broccoli has way more protein than an average steak. And apples give you more energy than coffee.
Eating healthy like this every day, it is going to cost you, unfortunately. 2,000 calorie diet, fast food, is going to cost you $3.52. 2,000 calorie diet of vegetables and awesome nutritious grub is going to cost you around $36.
Be careful. Dyed food leads to hyperactivity in children.